This is MC Reggie Fresh on the MC Reggie Fresh Barber Morning Show. And today, folks, we got my main man, Slim the Barber. He's in the building. What's going on, Slim?
Hey, man, how you doing, man?
Hey, I can't call it, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Just cutting a lot of people's heads.
Exactly.
Today, man, I'm going to talk to you about, we want to talk about your barbering career and stuff like that. So we're going to start out with how long have you been a barber?
Well, actually, I've been a barber, man, for about 5 years now. I've been cutting hair since I was about 15, but I never really took it serious.
Right.
I had a couple setbacks in life, and, that made me realize, what God gave me. So after I got through those trials and tribulations, I decided to really focus on it and, pursue it, go through the proper channels, get my barber's license, and it's paying off for me.
Right. Okay. Now, what made you want to become a barber?
I mean, man, it was something that was pretty much handed to me, like growing up. We always had the neighborhood barber, the guy that always cut everybody hair coming up in high school and things like that. And, we do a thing around the hood, a little $3, $4, $5 for a haircut up in the neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah, he always, I watched him grow from cutting hair in the neighborhood as a teenager to pursuing it, going to school, getting his barber's license, and making a living off of it.
Right.
He always told me, like, man, it's only 3 things that makes a good barber. He always told me, you got the charisma. You like to talk to people. You get along with everybody. You know a lot of people. That's one thing. You
right.
have to be charismatic, a people person. And then he told me the next thing is the skill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once you adapt to it and learn how to cut hair the proper way, it could pay off for you. And the third thing that he taught me, was to pretty much love what you do.
Exactly.
So that's what I do. I love to do what I do. I do know a lot of people, and, I enjoy it. I don't feel like I go to work every day. I feel like I'm doing something I love to do.
Exactly. And ain't nothing like making you some money, doing something you like to do. Because a lot of people, man, they don't got it like that. A lot of people complain and gripe about getting up, going to work, and then wait for their paycheck every week or every 2 weeks or whatever. Then they broke and they complain again.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of barbering. You know what I'm saying? You're doing something every day. You're making money every day. You're empowering people. You're bettering lives. You're making people feel better about themselves. So that's what I love the most about it.
Exactly. Okay, then, man. Now let me ask you this: what kind of suggestions would you give to these new upcoming barbers? The reason why I'm asking you is because, today, man, the barbering world ain't like it used to be. And I ain't trying to say we're going to bring it back because it ain't going to never happen. But at the same time, man, these barbers need to be professional. They need to be professionals at they craft. Like, for instance, they come into the barber shop, pants hanging off of them. They got to eat a hamburger and take breaks, on the phone, all that kind of stuff, looking at stuff on the TV shows, stuff they ain't supposed to be looking at. You got females in the barbershop, all that kind of stuff right there, man. So I just want to ask you, as barbers wanting to become barbers, what kind of advice would you give them?
I mean, I would basically say, man, I think the successful part comes in when you be attentive to detail and just pay attention to your client. Be reliable, be on time, because a lot of times barbers, they start taking their clients for granted after a certain amount of time.
Exactly.
They don't always, they don't value
not consistent. Like, yeah,
that consistency, you know what I'm saying? They don't, they might cut their hair good one week and then the next week they might slack, you know what I mean? You have to pay attention to detail.
Right.
You have to be aware of what your client wants. You know what I mean? And, basically just being there.
Exactly.
You have to, you have to be persistent and reliable pretty much, man. Just be at the shop.
Right, because like if they get in somebody else's chair, then they get mad about it.
Yeah, I mean, they could get mad about it, or or, you know, I mean, if you lose that client, that's on you. But not every client is not for you as well.
Exactly. You already know.
Yeah, every client is not for you as well. So, you know, you just have to be reliable. And if you're doing what you're going to do and that client still decides to jump in another chair, then, you know, that's basically on you because you ain't being there.
Exactly. Now, what did you think about, my fault, my bad, go ahead.
I mean, you have to be reliable. It's all about reliability, man. You have to be there, you know, take responsibility for every cut because when people walk out they shop, whether you cut bad or good, somebody gonna ask them, yo, if they cut nice, they gonna ask them, damn, who cut your hair?
Exactly.
If you cut messed up, they still gonna ask them, yo, who cut your hair?
Exactly.
Your name is walking out. Your name is walking out of that shop. Every cut that you put out.
Right.
Why not allow it to be the best cut that you could do?
Exactly.
Take your time. Be persistent.
Exactly.
Be persistent.
Exactly. Now, what I was going to ask you now is why we talking about that is another thing that, you know, that a lot of barbers that goes on in a lot of shops is hogging the door. You know, everybody can eat because there's so many people in the world. But, you know, like for instance, a dude know it's a walk-in. He done had about 5 cuts. His other barber ain't had nothing but about 2, and it's his turn, and he still going to take it. You know, what do you think about that kind of situation?
I mean, you know, you can't force a person to spend their money with you, whether or not you hogging the door or not. They, you know what I'm saying, they know who they want to see.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, that comes. I feel like that comes with your work ethic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You being there and somebody getting to know you. You know, even if that barber got 5 people waiting on him, you can't expect that barber just to go over there. They might be willing to sit there and wait, even if it's a walk-in. They might have been recommended.
Right.
They might see you doing your thing on a client, and they might like what you're doing.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Now, you understand what I'm saying? But I think what I meant was that's some good answer right there. Very good answer. But I meant to say, like, for instance, when somebody come in the door, give them a chance to get in the door. Soon they walk in, hey man, can I help you? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you can't hold the clientele.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, right there. Right.
Yeah, I mean that's not good, but that's up to the discretion. Like the way I was taught, man. I did my thing on OJT.
Right.
And I feel like I learned from one of the best, you know, instructors in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, he was the type of person like he would have regular clients, man, at his door. You know what I'm saying? And like we work by appointments.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
so like he was the owner of the shop, so he would, you know, people would come in that didn't make appointments, and he would, you know, direct them to my chair or somebody else's chair that wasn't doing anything, that didn't have a client at that time.
That's it. There you go. Okay. All right.
You know
That's the way it's supposed to be.
He would show love, you know what I'm saying? Because if we don't get paid, he can't get paid.
And that's my point. There you go.
Right.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, you have to be, I mean, it all boils down to consistency.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You have to be there. You have to be consistent with your work. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to be pretty much involved in what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be a person that is sitting around not expecting anything. I mean, even though he was the owner of the shop and directed traffic my way or told another guy that didn't have anything going on at that time, you still have to be a person that, you know, how you doing? You know, the customer service part has to come out of you.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, because you got to do it on your own.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I don't feel like, you know, it's 5, 6 barbers in the shop. I don't feel like, you know, even if that guy might have everybody waiting on him, he should be able to say, yo, my man over here can get you right.
There you go.
Over here can get you right.
There you go. Right. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
But that to me, that comes with being a good shop owner.
There you go. Right. That's where it starts. That's where it starts from. Instead of just being an owner, just collecting booth rent.
Right. You have to make sure your people are accountable. You know what I'm saying? And you have to make sure that you are accountable to the people that's there, because if they don't make money, they can't pay you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, the way I was taught the barbering game once I finally got in the shop, brother, it was all about, you know, he showed me how to, you know, make sure everybody eat. Even if it's only kids, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Over there, yeah.
All right.
So that's how I feel about that.
Right. Okay. Now look. Then we're gonna talk about this, man. What's the name of your shop? You can give me the shop number and what you specialize in.
Well, I specialize in everything. I'm a master barber, man. I cut hair as well as do hair. I can do everything that a cosmetologist can do except style your hair.
Okay.
I'm a master barber. I'm a master barber. I do everything: blackouts, the Beijings, coloring. Like I said, everything that a barber and a cosmetologist can do except style your hair.
Okay.
The name of the shop that I'm in is Trendsetters Barber Lounge in Florence, South Carolina. The number is 843-661-6333. You can look me up on Facebook. My name is Sean Woods. You can look me up on Instagram. I'm the Barber Dude. That's DABARDER Dude. DUDE.
Okay. Cool, man. That's all right.
You can see my work there.
All right. Now, let me ask you this. You want to give anybody some shout outs? Anybody out there you want to give some shout outs to?
First and foremost, the whole city of Florence, my guys in the shop, my man Rob, he goes by the name of the Mailroom Barber.
Okay.
Pretty significant dude. He has a product out there. My man KP, the Barber Dude.
Okay.
Work in my shop, my instructor. You know what I'm saying? Always.
Okay.
Larry Love Wilson. We just getting it in, man. I feel like we the premier barbershop in this city. We do our thing. Ain't too many people doing everything that we do. And the price is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody that's listening, come through, check us out.
All right then, man. And the last question I want to ask you, Slim. Could you please tell me what's the baddest station in the land? I mean the baddest station in the land that pays.
The MC Reggie Fresh Barber Morning Show.
And you got it, Slim, man. And there you have it, folks. Coming to you from Florence. Slim the Barber on the MC Reggie Fresh Barber Show.